Hey guys, Pre-App 1003. It's a point of sale, it's an LOS, and it's a CRM all in one. This thing is fantastic. Everybody's talking about it. If you want to get a demo on it, the price point is killer. It's amazing. All you have to do is click the Pre-App button down below. Check this thing out and get a demo. It'll change your career. Now on with the show. Now, the big buzz today is all about investment groups buying scads of homes all around the country. In one story, D.R. Horton Incorporated built 124 houses in Corona, Texas. They rented them out and then put the whole community on sale. Amber Pines at Forest Ridge, on the block. A who's who of investors and home rental firms flocked to the December sale. The winning $32 million bid came from an online property investment platform, Fundraise LLC, which manages more than $1 billion on behalf of about 150,000 individuals. And from a Twitter thread yesterday, BlackRock is buying every single family house they can find, paying 20 to 50% above asking price and outbidding normal home buyers. Now, why are corporations, pension funds, and property investment groups buying entire neighborhoods out from under the middle class? Now, that might be a little bit of hyperbole, but you do get the point. This is taking place. See, what they're all doing, guys, is they're chasing margins. Yet, when Zillow joined the house flipping game, as did Opendoor, as did OfferPad, as have foreign investors, primarily the Chinese, and they've done this for years, they're all chasing margins. Here's the problem. When a young couple tries to buy a home and they're up against the deep pockets of Zillow or a foreign investment group or a property investment platform, they've got no chance whatsoever, especially when they're paying 20 to 50% above margin. Further, when these groups go in and buy homes by the thousands, they ensure that we're always going to have limited inventory. It's going to remain. And what happens when we have limited inventory is values are going to remain high. And yet, at this point, you have to wonder, guys, if it's by design. Are investment groups so big and so deep in the U.S. housing market that they simply cannot afford to let the whole thing slip? Seriously, the commoditization of the residential United States real estate market since the crash of 2008 looks a hell of a lot like the privatization of energy back in the late 90s with companies like Enron, and we all saw how that went. Yet all of these massive investment groups have a vested interest in keeping the United States housing market inflated, don't they? They have billions invested, and any shift could and now would spell doom and gloom. So what's the solution? You know, the cure. Well, from an investor standpoint, you gotta keep buying homes, don't you? Commoditizing the United States housing market, which as a side result keeps many individuals, couples, and families on the outside of home ownership looking in. Listen to this from an investment group up in Canada, which is like, the 51st state. Core Investment said their vision is to pioneer the single-family rental asset class in Canada and aggregate the largest portfolio of high-quality homes in the country. There are over 20,000 homes sold in Ontario annually that fit their investment criteria, and their goal is to acquire, renovate, lease up, and stabilize their assets. And they're doing this because they believe 68% of millennials in the GTA are not likely to buy. Their research shows that there is a rental supply shortfall and very little production on the horizon while the strong demand for single family continues to grow. They say that 81% of millennials do not want to rent a condo or an apartment. So their goal is to buy every single property residence out from underneath the millennials and then rent it back to them. So do you agree with them? Do you believe in this? Or are these the rationalizations and the rantings of profit-crazed groups at the expense of the housing markets? And you just gotta wonder, and I wanna know what you guys think about it. Is this healthy for our market? Hey, listen, thank you once again for joining us here on the National Real Estate Post. Subscribe, push this show out on your social media sites. It always helps us, and I can't wait to see you again on Monday.